My, Zbox, oh, have you grown? What's inside the newest Zbox, the mystery box made for geeks? Does seem a bit bigger, doesn't it? When last we looked at the Zbox, I'm pretty sure it was a normal-sized box. Somebody has beefed it up, and certainly hoping with that, have beefed up the contents inside. What would you find inside the Zbox? Well, let me just break that down for you. Sit down, sit a spell. Inside the Zbox thread, you'll get things like t-shirts, you'll get things like comics or trade paperbacks. You'll also get collectibles as well. If that all seems to wet that whistle of yours and feed your fancy for collecting of geek memorabilia, consider the idea of subscribing to the Zbox by clicking the link down below in the video description. If you're still sort of on the fence and not really sure if you want to maybe take that plunge, perhaps a video like this will help assist your decision making. We're going to go ahead and get this opened up. In order to do that, though, I'm going to probably do a lot less of this and a whole lot more of this. I'm going to take my knife, Mr. Chet Cuddington III, Mr. Cuddington III, sometimes he likes to be referred to. We're going to go ahead and cut the seal. Now, I believe there is no tape on either side, indicating that with the blade of the knife. You probably shouldn't be doing that. And there's probably, I'm sure, just tape on the front. Based on that, we're going to proceed and get this cut open and see what contents are inside. We've had certainly some adventures, I could say, with the Zbox in the past, Zbox threads. One of the earlier Zbox threads, the one that we looked at last month, had nothing inside. That was so disappointing, wasn't it? This one does feel like it's got some weight to it, so I gotta believe that, oh, what do we have? Oh my. We've got ourselves some packing pillows. I can go ahead and remove those. I'm not really all that interested in these. But we do have ourselves the DC Comics Essentials Green Lantern. Now, I know I have the regular Green Lantern that would have been all done in just a non-metallic green. I don't know if I actually have this one. I have to honestly admit, though, flipping around onto the back, the new 52, I think they were called, from the original DC Comics lineup, were still some of my favorite figures, primarily the Flash. I have that in a metallic, I know that. I don't know if I have the Green Lantern on, honestly speaking. But that's Superman right there. See that one right there? It's one of my favorite Supermen of all time. I should really get around to re-reviewing that one. And then, of course, we've got a couple of other ones, like the Aquaman, for example. The Batgirl, I had a look at her. That's a really nice-looking Batgirl. I mean, all of these are really decent. The skinned Joker was, I really wish they could have redone that figure, because he deserved a lot better than what he actually got. But that's a BA figure. I'm just going to say BA and leave it at that. What's he mean by BA? You know what I mean by BA. We also got ourselves a Jaws Amityville Island. Amity. I always want to add Ville to the end of it, thinking Amityville House. The Amity Island welcomes you. This is a Jaws banner. I love Jaws, and I certainly know somebody that also really loves Jaws, so maybe as a gift, I might gift that to him. Say, that's for you. Oh, really? How much do I owe you? You don't have to owe me anything. All you owe me is your longtime friendship. He'll shed tears, I'll shed tears, we'll group hug it, well, at a social distance, of course, we'll sort of air hug it, and we'll be best friends forever. I'm going to probably offer that up to him. There's a couple of other ones here, too. There's like Back to the Future, there's Jurassic Park, can you see that okay? And then there's also Jaws. Very, very cool. I'm going to have to hopefully he's not going to see the video, because I'm probably going to gift it to him. Air hug, tears, 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 air hug. Probably not in that order, I don't know. It may be in that order, who knows. The next one we have is, we've got our DC Comics graphic novel collection. This is the New Frontier Part 2 from Eagle Moss. I don't know if it's always coincidence, simply on my part, but I notice every single time I get these graphic novels, they're always a Part 2 of a Part 1 and Part 2. One of these days, just one of these days, he says loudly, hoping that somebody's going to be listening, one of these days I hope to actually get Part 1 of something. As Part 2. I mean, I love New Frontier. I thought it worked as a pretty decent animated feature as well. And I just, again, love to get Part 1. Can somebody throw me a bone? Throw me a Part 1. I mean, the Part 2's fine and good, but I want to get some Part 1 action happening here. Also inside, oh, look at this. We have a Back to the Future replica license plate. pretty cool. Now, I already have one of these. I don't know if I've got the one that's got the sticker on the top there. Now, the only thing I would already say about this was produced by Fanatic, is the fact that as it goes for a license plate, you know, of course, it's raised, like it's raised, it's pressed aluminum. I believe that's usually how they produce these. And it's fine and good that the lettering is all raised, which of course says out of time. You've got California, which is raised, that's fine. And you've got Golden State, that's raised. The only thing is, though, they've raised August and they've raised CA86. Unless I'm wrong, I know certainly here in Canada, you have to update your license plate every month or every year. On your birthday generally is when you do it. And usually you apply then a sticker to the license plate. You don't go and get the license repressed to feature the number that's on the top corner. Like I said, usually you just apply a sticker. I mean, is that nitpicking? Do I feel like I'm finding fault with this? I mean, it's a good replica, but I don't know if the idea of embossing both the date, you know, and the year, when I feel like these should really be stickers. I am being awfully hard on this, aren't I? Let me know down below in the comment section. You can either say you're being really hard, bro, or you're like, you're not being hard enough, bro. We'll keep it with the bros. The last thing we certainly have is a Harry Potter t-shirt. Now, even if you don't collect and you're not into the whole Harry Potter thing, which I don't know if it's still a thing, just as a t-shirt and as it goes for just being a t-shirt, having a skull and then a snake wrapped around it to sort of form the number 8. That's pretty cool. That's pretty BA if you ask me. There he goes again, throwing around the BA. Careful now, careful with that BA. That's a nice looking t-shirt though, nonetheless. I can certainly understand now why this box was so hefty. There was a lot going on inside. We sort of started with a figure that I'm not sure if I actually have, so that's already a win. We got ourselves a pennant for the Jaws, and of course I can get some virtual hugs, I'm sure, from that. A license plate that has debatable questions as to, you know, these being stickers, or if every single time you get a new date added to your license plate, they literally have to press a new one. Pretty sure that's not the case. A t-shirt, and then we also got part 1, or part 2, of a 1 and 2 parts. I don't have the first part. Now, hurtful reminder that I don't have the first part, but nonetheless though, good amount of stuff delivered to us from the folks over at Zbox. If now you liked the stuff that you saw inside this box yelling loudly in your room, I could certainly get on board that. Nobody has any idea what you're talking about. Consider the idea of subscribing to the Zbox by clicking the link down below in the video description. Also, while you're down there, you're in the area anyways, and let's just say you're liking the content and you haven't gotten around to hitting that subscribe button. Why postpone it any further? Consider the idea of hitting that subscribe button down below, turning the bell notification on, and keeping the bookends of your nose, the peepers peeled, as certainly no more videos will be coming soon to this channel. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.